We are live. Would you look at that?
Oh, sunlight. I'm really pale.
Yes, you do look like a vampire in this lighting, though. I like the button shirt and everything.
Is that a compliment?
Yes. That was not sexy. I'm sorry. Whoops. Well, hello everyone.
Hello, all. How many are we? We're 9.
We're 9 people. That's a solid start.
10 people.
10 people and 10 likes.
Thank you.
Hi, people.
Hello to you too.
How are you doing? Just a little chill Saturday evening kind of thing.
I've been studying most of the day. You've been doing.
I've been doing YouTube related things, you know.
So it's been a work day, a work Saturday.
Yeah. And now we're live streaming. Would you look at that? Oh, it's someone's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We're honored that you've decided to join us for our live stream on your birthday. Hope you had a great day so far. Nice. Love your cosplays. Aw,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's see here.
Ouch.
Oh, I hope you're feeling better soon, honey.
That's rough, buddy.
Oops. Well, what were our plans for this live stream? It was mostly just like us, just chilling a little bit, perhaps answer some questions and a few things, and let's just vibe. It's a chill day, chill live stream, because why the fuck not?
It's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah.
Have we ever done this year without it being on Patreon?
We haven't. No.
No.
Oh, we did it for Halloween, like.
Oh yeah, right.
Like last year.
We're quitting TikTok, sorta.
More or less.
More or less.
So that's going to be the first topic of today's live stream. Why TikTok sucks. Well,
it's just been rough to be a cosplayer
on TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
It fucking blows.
It used to be all right.
It used to be fun. It used to be good.
No, it's not.
No. If you didn't know, both Josie and we are on TikTok and have been so for a couple of years now. And everything started out pretty well when we first started. Everything was great. We were vibing, stuff like that. Got followers, got views, had a great time live streaming with followers that we had and stuff like that. But then all of a sudden, TikTok decided to be a major ass bitch and more or less start to like shadow ban all cosplay content.
Basically, that's the short version.
Yeah, that's the short version. It has been tough. I think at least, mostly because it's a bigger thing for me than it is for you, I think.
Yeah, I think what you really enjoy about cosplay is sharing it with others and the experience of doing that. Where my hobby in cosplay mostly is sitting around a sewing machine and creating.
Yeah.
I think it's a bonus that I get to share it with all of you, but I would still be doing it even if you weren't there, if that makes sense.
I'm an entertainer. I'm a performer. I like to entertain people.
And I'm the opposite. And I apologize if I sometimes seem a little awkward on live stream it's just because I'm not a natural entertainer.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm here to compensate for you.
I think if you weren't here, I just at some point would start talking about literature, and then I just never stop.
That sounds about right.
I could give you an entire course in an undergraduate degree of comparative literature if you're interested. I'm good at that. I don't know if that counts as entertaining.
I mean, I'm just here to make gay, stupid jokes, so that's what I'm good at.
Well, I am partially gay and I like humor, so.
Aww. Well, just to kind of get back on track on what we just talked about.
It's cold.
My hands are always cold. Fun fact: my hands are always cold. We've been talking, and I've been doing some thinking, and we more or less want to migrate from TikTok and move on, migrating to both YouTube and more Instagram related content, because we feel like we can be more free with the content that we create on these platforms in contrast to TikTok. Because like every time we've been live streaming on TikTok, which we've been doing like fairly often back in the day, we always got banned for the stupidest fucking reasons.
I remember times where we were kissing, and while I think it's bullshit to be banned for that, I sort of get it. But then we would kiss and nothing would happen. Then we get banned for brushing our hair. Where I was like,
we literally got banned once from like literally sitting and eating popcorn.
The hairbrush is phallus. Everything's just phallus. Even in a lesbian relationship, everything is phallus.
Yes, definitely. So also a thing that I've really been wanting to do for like the longest time, I really want to create more YouTube content and Instagram content and be more active on here, because that is the thing that I've for the longest time like truly
For the longest time.
It's something that I've like learned about myself, that this is what I really enjoy doing, and it really just makes me happy, and why the fuck not do something that
makes you happy?
Yeah, I mean, like, makes sense. So now that I'm like not doing school anymore and stuff, I feel like this was like the perfect time to finally sit down and just follow my dreams and do what I want to do. So yeah, expect a lot more great content in the future.
Don't be shy about your ambition.
That's the thing, because another great topic. You're gonna hate me for saying this, but I am a Leo, and
it's okay.
We're kind of known for being the people who are all like all over the place. Like, we're the entertainers, we're the life of the party, we're the ones seeking attention and stuff like that. And I just don't want to come across as like too cocky, in a sense, or like way too ambitious. Insecurity check. But like I really want to like make something off my YouTube. Like, I want to make this like a solid career. I've been wanting to do so for like years, but now it's becoming like more of a reality, because I've been able to pair it with one of my greatest passions, which is cosplay. So
I'm very unknowledgeable, I don't know if that's a word, about this. Let's say you have a cheap living.
I have a cheap living, yes.
Let's say, but I mean like a cheap living in a moving out and living on your own in a city, and a day-to-day but cheap living, kind of like what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Let's say that's comfortable cheap living. I would say 10,000 a month. That's Danish crowns, not dollars.
I want $10,000 a month. I wouldn't complain about that.
Isn't that around maybe $2,000?
Nah,
a little less.
More like $1,500.
$1,500. How many followers on YouTube do you need to make that sort of money off YouTube?
I'd need a lot. Or it's not followers, it's views.
It's views. Okay.
The way YouTube kind of works is that story time or knowledge with Yashi 101. You get paid through YouTube depending on how many views you get, but not how many views you get. It's how many views you get in the sense of how much watch time you get.
Yeah.
Which is why people have started to like make longer videos, because they earn much better.
Oh, so like the reason that Charles Dickens wrote such long novels was because he got paid by the word.
So it's kind of in a sense. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Translated to literature.
Yes. So YouTube has kind of moved on into kind of that maybe quantity over quality kind of thing.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
That's kind of sad. Well, not completely, because I mean, you can still create like long videos and just not upload as often, but it's the more people view your stuff, which is like, it makes sense. It makes sense. I don't
Now
know.
people are, I'm a Scorpio, I'm a Taurus, I'm a... Don't tell them what I am. Let them fucking guess.
I think it's obvious, but
There was a time, because I like all your stuff. So
Mhm.
everything you like sort of get translated into my social media from time to time. And then I saw someone who said they were the same sign as me, and they said, well, what generally classifies this sign is that they're very nice people. And I was like, you've always told me that I was a huge bitch because of my sign. I've never been told I was nice. I'm a demon. I'm not nice. Nice is a four-letter word. That's from Good Omens.
Good job. I'm just sorry reading through the comments real quick. You both first noticed me on TikTok and then me Yoshi's life. Yeah, those were back in the good old days where my content actually reached people.
You had a huge boom because I remember when we started, you were like 10,000 followers ahead of me, and now you are. I have like 1/3 of the people you have on TikTok.
How many followers do you have on TikTok?
I have like 31,000.
You have 31?
That's not much. But if I am to be a little bit proud of anything, there
Yes.
is that when I look at people who have a similar follower count to me, their likes are way lower than mine. So I think I've made stuff that has gotten out to more people. I just don't have that many followers. I mean, 31,000 is a lot. I mean,
it's a lot. Like,
I mean, I haven't met anyone like besides you and a few other of our cosplay friends who have more. So I mean, it's not.
Kevin has a lot.
Yeah, too. Yeah, but like that's Kevin.
Yeah,
he was my favorite Bakugo before he even knew he was Danish.
Right, true. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's look at the comments real quick. Do you like Beastars?
Haven't watched it. I should watch it, but I'm scared.
I haven't watched it either, mostly because I'm afraid that I'll turn into a furry, and I don't.
I mean, I don't find Legoshi hot, but I've seen people who cosplay him that I find hot. That's scary.
That's the fox guy, right?
Wolf. I think, or is that the deer? There's also a deer. The deer I can't take seriously because he has his antlers in a suit. I mean, and the wolf is dating a bunny, and that's where it gets scary. It's kind of like Zootopia.
I was about to say, that's major Zootopia vibes.
I loved Zootopia.
That was a good movie.
Then again,
I really want to cosplay Nick.
Nick is kind of hot. I hate to admit it, but it's just like Robin Hood and Lady Marian.
You're furry.
Maybe a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. Maybe a little bit. What time is it? It is 4:13.
4:13
p.m.
Yes. It's 3 p.m. here. 16 p.m. here. So we're in the same time
zone. Good morning, America.
Yes. How are you? Well, in the grand scheme, pretty good.
In the grand scheme, not so good. I was just about to say, in the grand scheme of things, not so good. Right now, it's kind of okay.
Well, you mostly uni stuff.
I'm stressed, and Corona hasn't helped.
Corona's been a major bitch.
My cousin has stress in a sense that he hyperventilated one night and he got to the hospital. He ended up at the ER.
What?
And they said he has stress.
Alexander?
No, Benjamin. From not doing anything. He got stressed. Yeah. I hope he's better now. He seems better.
Poor thing. Yeah, please, if any of you have questions, just put them on into the
chat. Are you done with the clans episode? No.
No. We have a grand finale.
We have a grand finale.
Planned, kind of.
Sort of.
But I will say you should probably expect the show almost soon coming to an end.
Yeah.
Because one, we've been doing this show for over 2 years now, or almost 2 years. We started back in March 19. That's insane. But yeah, as much as we love our boys, Voltron is, well, kind of a dying fandom. Whoopsie doopsie.
I mean, I still love it, and clans means a lot to me.
Yep, same.
And lands means a lot to me because it was there that I first really began experimenting with bisexuality and what I read about lands and what I read about. It's just, it has a special place in my heart, but I have moved on. I mean, I don't imagine rewatching Voltron. Maybe like in 10 years. It'll be fun to but I am. It's sad to say, kind of over Voltron.
Yeah.
I've been over Voltron for like half a year now.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm literally wearing it like a Voltron jacket right now.
You're still waiting on Voltron merchandise.
I'm just saying that, like, has any of you noticed this? The official Instagram of Voltron has started to become like suspiciously active.
Don't give them fake hope.
I'm just saying. It has started to become active again. I'm if this means something.
I just want a proper fix-it fic, but I'm sorry, I've never found any. And I have the perfect one in my head.
Then get to writing.
Yeah, but I just feel like writing fanfiction is cheap when I could be writing my own stuff. I know it's not.
Just change the names and it should be good. Yes.
Yeah.
But to return to the question, also, we do have a lot of other stuff planned. Bigger projects, which will kind of like, won't say fill the void for Adventures of Clans, but will be a great successor.
But also expect that we've grown a lot as cosplayers, and I think Corona has forced us to grow a lot. And you're following your ambition, and you want to do YouTube full time.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give people false expectations. I don't plan to do YouTube full time. This channel is like 90% yours, and then I sometimes pop up and I do little quirky things. But I love YouTube, and I love doing this, and I love doing it because I'm doing it with you. But it's not something that I would do on my own. And I plan to migrate onto Instagram, not YouTube. And I am not an actor. What I enjoy about cosplay is making cosplay. So I've begun to be a lot more active on Instagram and following my journey there. But just that's how I want to grow as a cosplayer. So if any of you don't follow me on Instagram,
please do.
Then I do have an Instagram where I sew a lot.
Yes. Yeah, I think that answered the question. Very in-depth answer of the question, yes. Let's see what else. Do you have any tips for young cosplayers? Start out small.
Learn to sew.
That also.
That really helps.
Yeah. I still haven't learned to sew, but I don't know what I'm doing.
I feel like I migrated to a point. There's a specific point when you're sewing on your sewing machine and you realize, I'm now going from silk to cotton. I should change the sewing needle in my sewing machine. That's when you migrate to realize, I think I can actually perhaps sew now. When you do the thing to change the needle, that's when you care a little too much. And I have like 10 different brands of needles.
I'll just say, don't start out with anything that's too overwhelming for you, because that can scare you away from the hobby altogether. And that's not something you want. Start with something cheap. If you don't have the money or access to a sewing machine, you can always order like a costume off of eBay, Amazon, AliExpress, anything, and just like try to get a feel for the field before you decide to I don't know, grow, investigate more, or invest more time in and stuff like that. Start out small so it doesn't become overwhelming. Yes. And also, if you can make friends ASAP, that would be absolutely great.
I mean, if I had met you, I wouldn't be a cosplayer today. That's just...
Shut up. Sorry. But yeah, friendships within the cosplay community really is a major bonus to have.
It's not fun to go alone.
No. Like, cons are a disaster if you go alone. But with the friends, it's like the best time ever. God, I miss going to cons.
Yeah. I feel like we've been locked in so long. I should have made more stuff, but at the same time, I'm a big advocate of we're in the middle of pandemic. Don't expect to be your most productive right now.
Yeah.
When you're not stimulated from people around you and from all your daily activities, it is reasonable that you should fall into a flunk. But I still feel like I should have made more.
I feel like it's that kind of thing. You feel like you have so much time on your hands, but you feel so guilty for not getting anything done because you're so demotivated
Yeah.
that you just don't get like productive in
I've
any
been
way.
motivated quite a lot recently because I study and I have one of the highest like word count entire education. Like my schedule is packed. So I maybe not in the weekends, but in the everyday I read 5 to 6 hours every day just for school. So I really, really love the fact that I can sit to a sewing machine and do something with my hands and see an actual result. What has been holding me back from that is, in order to sew something, you need fabric, and fabric is expensive.
And fabric stores are closed.
Yeah, so you have to order everything online, which is always a risk in fabrics.
Yeah.
I like to feel it with my hands first.
Yeah. Oh, a question from me. Yoshi, how did it feel to make some inks for your clans? It actually made me cry. Well, I am a writer, and I write stuff, and I like to write good stuff. And in order to write good stuff, you sometimes have to hurt people. Quote me on that.
You know, I think I'm gonna.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I really enjoy writing, especially with like Adventures of Clans, because I've been able to pair my two biggest passions, which is storytelling and Voltron. So like being able to like be creative in that field is really, really special to me. And because I really want to like tell a good story, I mean it makes sense for me because like yeah, sure. I read the comments and a lot of people were crying in the newest episode.
I love the fact that you love to be a storyteller and you love to this and create stories and get them out there. And I'm literally educating myself to be a story critic.
This relationship, man, we're doing great. But yeah, I'm sorry if I hurt any of your feelings, but hey, clans, they're engaged now. So that's great. Expect more writing in the future because we still have some episodes to go. Yes. Okay, let's see here. Do you still have the drawing I gave you? Oh, that's a great question. For all the people we've met in real life and have been kind enough to give us fan art, we have kept every single piece of fan art.
Of course, we've kept everything
because we are so fucking grateful for literally everything we get. And
a lot of mine's up on my walls.
I really want to have mine up as well, but I'm kind of like in the process of I might be moving soon, so I don't really know where to put it and stuff. But yeah, I really want to like just splatter them up on a wall and just like have them hang and be like, it's cute because we're thankful. We're super thankful for all the things that we get.
Of course we.
Yeah. Let's see, where do we get to? Oh, fuck. I got lost in the questions. Damn it. There we go. How many languages do you know? I know 3/4. I speak 3, but I understand most French, and I speak a tiny bit.
You understand most French?
I understand basic French, and I speak basic French.
Danish, English, a handful of French, and in the same case, I understand a bit of German, but I don't really speak it.
Yeah. And I speak, well, English and Danish, obviously, German, and then, yeah,
the lucky
basic
thing,
French.
Also, almost every Dane understands Norwegian, and Norwegians understand Danish, just kind of the same language.
You guys look like pirate fairies. Thank you. I'll take that. That's a compliment.
I think that's a compliment.
Yes. Okay, let's see here. This is my first time live with you guys. Well, welcome to the chaos. Glad to have you on board. Who's our favorite My Hero Academia character? Kirishima. Because he's best boy.
I don't really know Maybe the tired teacher. I like Aizawa. I like his vibe.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see. Would you rather meet Keith or meet Lance in real life?
Lance.
Because I feel like we'd be a fucking chaos duo.
Keith just wouldn't want to meet anybody.
I just think it'd be too socially awkward. Whoops. How long have you been dating? 2 years.
2 years.
Our anniversary is January 25th. The more you know. Ah, look, we didn't get banned from doing that. Yay, YouTube is great. Okay, let's see here. How can you show you guys fan art? Well, if you have social media, post it and tag us.
That's how we get most of fan art.
Or if you happen to somehow be at a Danish con that we're also attending, hunt us down and give us stuff.
We are very friendly.
Yeah. I love meeting new people. That's nice. Okay. Let's see. Did you guys move in together? Sadly not. Sadly not. She's just over visiting currently.
You live at your parents' house.
I live at my parents' house.
I live on my own.
I want to be a big girl and move out with you.
You can do it.
I know.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. What are some of your guys' cosplans? Oh, God.
Are you currently working on anything?
I have a lot of cosplans and I have some fabric lying around, but I just haven't had time. Or that's a lie. I haven't had the motivation to start crafting and stuff.
Well, I'm currently working on a cosplay, multiple actually, but right now I'm focusing on actually the character that I play in my D&D campaign.
Your D&D character, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm working on something that is totally creative and my own, and it's kind of liberating. I really like it. I think I'd imagine sewing something that is technically costume and not cosplay in the future. I think it's fun.
Yeah. And I have the fabric for like Merida, Disney's Brave. But one cosplay that I've really looked forward to doing, Loki, when Disney Plus series comes out, I really want to cosplay him in his like bottom up and like vest outfit. I want to do that.
I mean, currently I'm working on 4 different cosplays.
Yeah. I'm working on 0. Actively, that is. When did you start cosplaying? Started back in 2016.
Yes, I think it was around that time for me as well. Maybe 2015.
Let's see here. How do you make cosplay friends? Oh, that's a great one.
That's a difficult one.
That's difficult but great. If we are talking non-COVID time, the greatest time and place to find friends is definitely at a convention. Because not only are you surrounded by people who share, well, passion of cosplay with you, but I mean, you can also like take a look at what people are cosplaying, because then you'll like, oh, I like Naruto. I can see that you're cosplaying from Naruto. You like Naruto too. Let's be friends.
It's kind of like the way you make friends in kindergarten.
Did you just call conventions kindergarten?
Can you tell me how it's actively different?
I didn't say you were wrong. But yeah, conventions, or just, I mean, social media in general. I know that there was like that platform Amino. I don't know if it's still active or something, but like it had like different chat rooms for every fandom and niche and stuff like that. But other than that, just like Instagram and Twitter, there are like major fan bases that are easy to contact and DM and stuff like that. So
it's difficult for introverts.
That is true. But yeah, when when/if you get the nerve to walk after someone or send someone a message, it's great because making friends in the cosplay community is the best. I mean, we became friends through cosplay, so like,
I think we became. I know, but we started out as friends. Did we really?
I had a boyfriend, so technically yes. Whoops. There we go. Okay, we're really getting behind these questions. Whoopsie doopsie. Oh, fuck. I can swear on here because this is not TikTok. Fuck. Me. Fuck. Bitch. Tits. Yes. Where the fuck did I come to? God damn it. Where? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, hello. Oh, these comments are getting fancy. Oh, there we are. Okay, great. Da 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 da. Josie, your hair is very pretty. I don't know who you're talking to, but
we are both users. But thank you.
Thank you. You guys cosplay plans perfectly. Thank you. Appreciate.
Oh no, not the conga.
Will you ever cosplay something from Star Wars?
Yeah, I wanna. I have a friend who just bought a really fucking expensive lightsaber, and he wants to do a Sith cosplay. And I kind of promised I'd do a Jedi cosplay and do lightsaber fights with him. I'm really excited about it.
I know the person who sent this. Hej Flora, savner dig. Dejlig lille skat. Du har mødt Flora der?
Jo.
Ja.
Det er fancy på.
I haven't really watched Star Wars. I watched episode 6, 7, and 8, which is like the weirdest combination. But yeah,
So you've seen Return of the Jedi, The Force Awakens. What?
I know it's
I've been trying to get her to watch Star Wars, but she doesn't want to.
I just think it's a lot of commitment. Oops. What are your all's pronouns? She, her.
Also she, her. But I don't mind if people call me they, them, but I go by she, her.
Right. There are so many questions. What's the question keeps going on? Did you know that Clans was going to be canon, but they changed it? I don't think it was ever intended to be canon.
No, people who told you that, it's just to make you feel better. There was a guy who worked on the first 3 or 4 who pushed for it, and that was also when it was meant for Shiro and Allura to end up together. But then when they scrapped all of his ideas, he quit.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I've heard is true.
That would have been great though, because I've said this so many times. I don't like the character development that Allura went through.
But that's also because they make her younger.
They made her younger, and I really don't like that.
I've always felt weird about Allura because it's so clear when we meet her the first time that she's around Shiro's age, not Lance's. She's not. You cannot convince me Allura is supposed to be mentally 17 when she's mentally in her mid-20s.
That's not how the Force works. Okay. How old are we both? I'm 19.
I just turned 22.
Which one are you the best at cooking? I'd say you're better at cooking.
You're better at baking.
Yeah. I bake a lot. The more you know.
I think I'm not even good at cooking. I'm forced to cook because I live by myself and you aren't.
I'm just lazy. See, which is a thing that you're brave. I think that too. Oh, thank you to you and your sister. Appreciate it. What's your favorite cosplay you've done? That's a question we've been talking about quite frequently, because for you it's whatever you're currently working on.
Yeah.
And I have my comfort cosplays that make me feel like a boss ass bitch. So my favorite cosplays are Elsa from Frozen, and Catra from She-Ra, and partially Keith because
Comfort.
he's easy and yeah. What's your first language?
Danish.
We are, in fact, very much Danish.
Don't do that.
And if we didn't have the accents that we are trying to hold, we would have this accent, yes. This is what normal Danes sound like when they try to speak English, and it is absolutely painful to hear.
I like the
Yes.
God gamle ø.
Fuck
Der er en ø.
Okay, well, we're just skipping to the end, I suppose. Okay. I love your content. Oh, thank you. How do I find someone to cosplay with? Well, under these current COVID circumstances,
Probably not gonna happen.
I mean, if you know someone or anyone within your area that also cosplays, maybe do a little reach out and be like, yo, want to do some things, that kind of stuff.
Or convince your friends you currently have to start cosplaying.
That's also a great option.
I mean, I'm slowly convincing my entire D&D party to cosplay their characters.
Yes.
And it's slowly working.
Can I please come join this, Charlie?
But do you fit into that campaign?
I don't know. Chaos demon with an alcohol problem?
I don't actually think we've met a tiefling yet. But then again, I'm the only satyr we've ever met, so
fair point. Elves everywhere.
We actually have an elf and a half elf, so yeah.
Let's see.
That's actually none of us play the same race. We have an elf and half elf, a gnome, a human, and then I play a satyr.
We should look at that.
Yeah, because I want to be a unique bitch.
You're a special snowflake. Congratulations.
I very much like my character.
Let's see here. Aliu, and I guess. Oh, people are guessing you're a Scorpio. That's interesting.
I'm wrong.
I can see the traits, but again, it's a thing.
I can see all the traits in all the signs.
You won't believe it in the way I do.
That is true.
Have you guys ever heard of Final Fantasy? Yes. Have you heard of Final Fantasy?
Yes. I've never played it.
I haven't really played it either, sadly. Probably should though.
They're like 17 different games. I don't know where to start.
It is what it is. Let's see here. I'm a big fan of you, and you guys oh, thank you. I love getting like comments like this. Like the best comments for me are the ones being like, you inspired me to start cosplaying, or you made me watch this show.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like I've had like a positive impact on people, and I really enjoy that.
You're so cute.
Oops. People are guessing you're either a Cancer or a Scorpio.
You're both wrong.
That's offensive.
Again, my dad's a Cancer, and I think he's a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, but my entire family are bonds of Cancers, and Cancers are, well, Cancer.
Does this prove that not every Cancer is the same? Apparently.
No. I'm sorry. Your dad's a special case. Cancers are basically trash. I'm sorry if there are any Cancers out there, but I don't trust you.
I hate you because of the date of your birth. Tell me that's not what you're doing. Tell me that's not what you're doing.
That's next question.
Isn't that astrology racist in some way? Judging someone of something they have no control over.
I guess. Do you guys like video games?
Yes.
Yes.
I wish I had more time to play video games.
Same.
I really like video games.
Same. I used to be that wannabe gamer 13-year-old girl who like spent every day after school playing video games.
I miss Assassin's Creed. Good times.
Legend of Zelda all the way.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild. That's a good game.
Yeah.
I that's when I'm really downtime. That is getting a map up. Yes, I know that's cheating. I don't give a fuck. Getting a map up of all the little and then finding the dungeons, just going through them all.
Cheater.
I don't want to look for all of them. I found a bunch of them on my own. I don't want to look for them. I just want to do the puzzles.
I feel like you're that side quest bitch.
I am that side quest bitch.
Yeah.
You can't have a cute NPC walk up to me and say, "Hey, I need your help," and then just have me ignore them. But at the same time, I also like a finished story.
Yeah,
So
true.
I will finish a game. I'm just a completionist.
Yeah, well, same. Well, okay, yeah, for all the people guessing Josie's sign, I saw one that got it right. She's an Aquarius. I personally think it's very obvious, but then again, what do I know? Yeah, I was gonna say you guys inspired me to start cosplaying, and you said your favorite to compliment. Oh, see, nice. Let's see. Do you guys like Among Us?
Yes.
Actually,
Really in game.
I actually planned on cosplaying from Among Us. You're actually currently working on an Among
Yeah,
Us
I'm
cosplay.
almost finished with the helmet. I just need the helmet, and then I need to dye a spacesuit, and then I'm there.
Yeah.
Basically.
Do you dare to reveal the color that you're going to cosplay?
I'm a cyan, and I will fight you on, and I will ask you to change your color because I'm a cyan bitch.
Well, I am always and will always be red because I'm that red bitch. Always am, always have been, always will be. So I'm probably gonna cosplay red whenever I get the fucking motivation to start cosplaying. Whoops. Let's see. What would you do for a living if you could just choose?
I'd be a writer.
I'd be an actor or a writer, or a baker, or a movie director, or an event planner,
I'd also
or a musician.
Oh, I'd like to be a narrative designer. That's one of my dream jobs, but it's just not really possible in Denmark.
Probably Muslim. I think actor is my biggest dream. I don't know. I just like to create. I'm a creative person. I like to produce stuff and use my hands.
I like to produce stuff where I'm behind the scenes.
Right. And because I'm a Leo, I like to be out there.
That's like everything I know about astrology is basically just two of us because you've rambled a bit about it. So what I know is that I'm a bitch. And I don't like people. I'm supposed to be intelligent. And I'm very odd. And we are now entering the phase that is me. And that has something to do with communication. And I'm an air sign, which doesn't make sense because I'm a fucking Aquarius. And that's water in my head, but fair enough. And you're a Leo, and Leos are supposed to be really annoying and narcissistic.
Don't have to be annoying about it, but you know what? Fair enough.
And very much out there, and very much not shy, and very extroverted.
Yeah.
And that's everything I know. And then according to you, people who are cancers deserve the death penalty or something.
No. I'm just saying.
That's it. That's all I know. And then if you disagree with something, then someone will shine. But what about your rising sign and your moon fragrance? I have no idea, but that's basically all I know about astrology. Did I get it somewhat right?
Let's just say yes for the sake of it. Xbox or Nintendo?
Nintendo.
Minecraft or Fortnite?
Minecraft. Remember, Fortnite wasn't around when we were kids. So
I grew up with Minecraft.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, that was back in the good old days. But hey, now it's starting to get popular again, so that's pretty cool. Let's see, what else are people saying? I have to leave, but I don't want to. No. Oh, bye. Bye, boy. What do you like to write? That's a great question. Do you want to start?
Well, technically, I've written a novel. I sometimes forget that.
You have written it.
I've written a novel.
Like a full-blown actual novel.
A children's novel, but still, it's 52,000 words. So yeah, it's a novel by the Nebula standards. It's not published, so you can't find it anywhere, and it's in Danish, so most of you wouldn't be able to read it. But I like to write fantasy and children's fiction. Yeah. And I write prose, which is why that I don't do a lot of the writing that we've done, because that's script writing, and I just feel script writing is very limiting, because so much of what is going on is portrayed in the actor, and I can't really write it down, and I like to write it down.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, I mostly write, of course, screenplays, because I write the scripts for all of her sketches. I try to write little songs here and there, but that's not like anything big or anything. But I really want to like produce like stories, and like I really want to write a novel too. I just need to like
Read.
What?
Stephen King once said that if you want to be a writer, there's two things you need to read a lot, you need to write a lot.
Yeah. I don't read.
I find it fascinating actually that you want to write a novel, but you've never have you even read a novel? I mean, that wasn't for school, because you don't read novels when you read.
Well, I have. Oh, my parents are coming in. Ja. Vi sidder lige og livestreamer.
Nå, vi ses.
Hej.
Vi kører lige snart.
Okay. That was my dad, everyone. To get back to your question. See, that's the thing, because I got my joy for reading ruined at a young age, because my teacher mocked me for being bad at reading.
I want to change that. No child should ever feel like that.
But like ever since then, I have told myself that I wanted to be the writer that created stories that would make people who didn't like to read love to read.
Exactly, that's what I want.
That's like that was like my motive.
We need you at my study group, because everything I study is grand literature, and nothing whatsoever has made people read. It's just, oh, that's perfectly formulated. Thank you.
Well, apparently I'm
You're genius.
Apparently I'm a genius. Thank you. Thank you for the ego boost. It is very appreciated. Hey, should I sub? Yes, you should. Yes. Click the subscribe button.
You will make her very, very happy.
Yeah. We're very happy. I kind of have like a slight goal that I really want by end of this year have reached 50,000 subs. And I know that I need to create much more content. I need to be much more active. But trust me, I will do my very best, because I have a lot of time on my hands now and my creative juices are flowing. And I just, yeah, I'm really passionate about this. So expect a lot of great content coming in the future. I'll fight for you. Yes. Who's your favorite Voltron character?
Lance.
Who's your favorite Avengers character?
Oh no. Oh no. Does Spider-Man count?
Sure.
Then Spider-Man.
My favorite Avenger is Thor, because he's nice. He's funny.
He's a himbo.
He's a himbo, and it's funny. Like, he is the kind of character that has had the exact right character development, because he became more stupid, and I love it.
Strongest Avenger.
Point Break.
Aha!
But yeah, Thor, and very, very close second, Iron Man. I love Marvel. Would you look at that? Songs. I want to hear. No, you don't want to hear my songs because I can't sing and I can't play an instrument. Or well, I'm trying to learn to play the ukulele.
Are you gonna be a ukulele girl?
I'm gonna be the ukulele girl. Throw me on Tumblr, bitches.
You're like 5 years too late, but it's okay.
Whoopsie doopsie. That's what happens. I stayed up till 3 a.m. so I could make. Oh my god, go to bed.
Bed is an idea that is good.
But then again, you just make yourself coffee so you can stay up. So it's appreciated. Hope you enjoy your coffee. Hope it was worth that.
Coffee.
You like coffee?
I really like coffee.
But she doesn't have a problem, guys.
No, I don't.
She doesn't have a problem. What?
Really.
No.
My caffeine intake is completely fine.
We should look at that. Oh, we should look at that. There's a day in writing. There's a writing course called FGK in Denmark. Happens in vacations.
I know about all the writing courses, but
any good?
The ones I participated in, no. I think mostly because that I want to write for I want to write middle grade fantasy, Percy Jackson, Harry Potter, that kind of the books at the beginning. Amazing, really underrated books. And that's really sad to say, but it's frowned upon in Danish writing clubs. Everything is grand adult literature and existentialism and experimental literature, and while I can read and enjoy that, it's not what I want to write. And most of the courses that are like, hey, let's talk about fantasy, are for kids and on a pace where I wouldn't be able to enjoy myself anymore now being almost an undergraduate in literature. I would just find it kidsy. Well, and I don't enjoy writing in a group because that means people have to read what I write, and that has never happened.
I mean, if you're ever gonna like become an author, you should probably get used to your work getting published.
I mean, I've finished my second draft. I want to start working on the third, but before I can do that, I need a hard copy of it because I don't want to edit it on the computer. I want to edit it in hand. And I asked my sister to print it, but then I haven't seen my sister. So that's just been paused until I can get, because like it's almost 80 pages. Like I couldn't print it at home. That'd be expensive. Yeah. And she has access to a printer at her school. So waiting to get my second draft in hand.
Yes. Ooh, who's your favorite Attack on Titan character? Levi!
Yes. Levi all close second, Hanji.
Yeah, same.
Anything else is just the wrong answer, I think.
I like Mikasa too, but she's really hated.
I love that everyone just agrees that Eren, he became so much more attractive as a character when his life fell apart. Maybe it's my attraction to broken men.
I'm for all you haven't watched season 4 yet, but for all the people watching season 4, if you can agree with me that Gabby is an absolute pile of shit, we can be friends. If you like Gabby, you please leave.
I also just have a bit of a crush on Matthew Mercer.
Oh, well, same. That man is set the lesbian.
I have a crush on everyone who participates in Critical Role, mostly Liam O'Brien, and I have a friend who's also bisexual, and he also has the biggest crush on Liam O'Brien. If Liam O'Brien happens to be watching this, we're big fans of your work.
Yes. Okay, let's see here. Can you speak German? If yes, say something.
Kleine. Nein. Der Untergang. Hitler.
This is where we get banned. You do realize that, right?
Oh yeah, right. But it's German.
It's.
I hate it when you do that.
Don't act like a Nazi on my stream, please. Well, yeah, I speak German too. I don't know what to say.
You know way more German than I do.
Yeah. but I haven't I had German in school for like 7 years, but I've like not been in school for like I haven't had German for 2 years. So it's kind of like
Slipped.
I'm out of practice, but I know, I mean, the basic stuff, and I understand German if I read it. Yeah.
Seid ihr das Essen? Nein, wir sind die Jäger.
Sie sind das Essen und wir sind die Jäger.
Yes, sure. Look at me.
There was like a debate for the longest time whether it was Sie sind die Essen und wir sind die Jäger, or if it was Seid ihr das Essen? Nein, wir sind die Jäger. No. No. Sie sind das Essen und wir sind die Jäger. Yes.
Yeah, sure. I know what it means, but like,
What are people writing? Da-da-da-da. I see this question come up all the time. Who's your favorite person in the League of Villains from My Hero?
maybe Darby. I don't know. I mean, I like My Hero Academia, and I'm excited for season 5, but I'm not a fanatic about it. I don't know if I call myself a fan.
I mean, I watched it because
You're still somewhere in season 1.
I have watched season 2.
Okay, but you haven't started season 3.
No.
No, okay.
I kind of dropped it because I don't know.
But that also just proves that. I mean, it says a lot about a series if you start it but don't finish it. Then it couldn't hold your attention.
I'm just really, really bad at watching things like series because there's so much time to devote to stuff, and
Yeah,
I rarely sit down and watch something because
we both have that. I need to be doing something while
Yeah,
this is going
exactly.
on.
and I feel like I can't really put my attention on something that I want to watch if I want to watch it. But I'm also really bad at just sitting down and watching stuff because if I'm just watching stuff, it triggers my stress, and I need to I feel unproductive when I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting and watching stuff.
For me, it's not even feeling unproductive. For me, it's the fact that my hands need to do something. I don't automatically reach for my phone, and I don't want to do that, and so I draw instead. The worst thing I eat is going in with food because I need
Fucking mood.
I mean, I consume so much chocolate. It's
You have a chocolate problem.
I have a problem with a lot of food. I don't eat that lot, but I eat a lot.
Right. Let's see here. Also kannst du das lesen? Ja, ich kann das lesen.
Der Untergang.
Stop. I'm just so glad that we've been live streaming for like an hour now, and we still haven't gotten banned yet. That's great.
Does that help?
Yes. Like I don't think you guys understand how much I appreciate this.
It's very freeing. I don't feel afraid.
It's so liberating because I
don't think we're going to band.
No.
Did that make you happy?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
No, I care very much about you.
I don't care much about you too.
Where were we?
Oh God, I love you too.
For a second, I thought it was going to be I love you.
I love you too. I'm funny. My hair's all over the place. Dogs or cats? Dogs.
But I like cats.
I don't like cats.
I like cats. I just grew up with a dog, so.
The comment literally blew up. My cat is watching with me and she loves you. Okay, I like your cat. But other cats, I'm not too fun. But I like your cat.
Cat's nice. I'd like to have a cat. But I'm not allowed to have a cat in my apartment.
You should.
Yeah, that's
Ooh. What's the color you'd like to dye your hair?
every color.
Yeah. I like to say that I refuse to dye before I've had the rainbow on my head. because I want to have my hair dyed in every single color.
I mean, I really like this color I have now, this aqua turquoise. If I had to go another color, then I don't know, maybe green, forest green.
That'd be cute.
You think so?
I really think you should try that next time.
All right. What's this?
Me too. Well, I recently dyed my hair pink, but not really pink, more like a dusty pink.
I think if I want to dye my hair next time another color, and it's not gonna be for a while because I still have so much of this color.
Yeah.
But if I would dye it now, this is too dark. I would have to bleach it.
Mm.
And I am not a big fan. If I can skip bleaching my hair, I will, because it's very damaging and the hair color will slowly wash out. And it's so much nicer to have your natural hair color under that, because otherwise it just look like saftevand.
Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid.
Yes, it kind of looks like Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Well, when I went ginger a couple of months ago, I was forced to bleach my hair, which is something you can see here. Like, these are my natural roots coming out. And this is...
But you're so lucky because dark natural roots.
It does look much better than
My
blonde
hair,
roots.
my hair's like a darkish blonde.
Yeah.
So whenever my roots start showing, it just looks like I'm slowly going bald.
That's the fun shit.
So I dye my hair often.
I really want, like, it has been my dream for the longest time to dye my hair blue, especially like a dark midnight blue. And I really want to do that next
That'd be
time.
very pretty with your big curls.
Thank you. But also,
everything suits you.
oh, thank you.
A part of me, I would never do it because it's not really, but a little part of me have seen those people who've dyed their hair yellow, not blonde, yellow.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It. But no. And then there's also that one guy on TikTok who is Asian and he's dyed his hair platinum blonde and he's just very, very attractive. And a part of me is like, I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy. But I don't have the balls to be that guy in more than one sense.
Oh, God.
Oh, I mostly just want to cut my hair. It's gone way too long.
But see, that's why wigs are a thing. Because wigs are great. Wigs are amazing.
But
I love wigs.
But I just feel like wigs are like a very, very pretty and expensive dress. If you have the confidence to pull it off, it's amazing. But I don't have the confidence to pull off a wig in everyday look. I don't think I have. I'd be too aware of it at all times.
It really depends on the quality you get as well as the color of the wig. Because, like, you can get some really realistic looking wigs now, which are like brown and blonde and any shade in between there. But, like, if you want to wear, like, for instance, like a blue wig out in public, you should really treat it right. Or just get, like, a really good quality. Perhaps even, like, human hair, which is freaking expensive.
But also just wearing a wig is hard. It's hard and it's bothersome, and I'd rather just dye my hair. Also because that's why my nails are blue and why I have this swoop. I have a tendency to do this with my hair all the time. And you can't do that when you're wearing a wig. I do this all the time. I don't know why. It's just, I like to think I look sexy. There's a bit of a Mr. Darcy vibe right there.
Don't flirt with people. You're occupied. Don't steal my lady. I will come for you.
I am 22 and I'm willing to bet that the average age of our chat is 15. Så. Jeg er ældste smølf.
Okay. Well, yeah, chat, please tell us, how old are you? Someone's 13. Hello, Death Nugget. Nice to see that you're 13 years old. It was a great age.
Hello, Death Nugget. It's nice to see that you're 13.
Death Nugget is a lovely name. Shout out to Death Nugget. Oh, 23. Well, hello.
Jeg er ikke ældste nisse.
Du er ikke ældste nisse. Yeah, I think you're right. Like 13, 18,
21.
21.
Hmm.
Actually, 13.
Someone's 9.
Hello, Sunflower. Nice to see that you're 9 years old.
Shouldn't you be watching some kids television?
No.
I can really recommend Steven Universe for both creating and healing trauma.
11. I'm 11, so shut the fuck up.
Mhm.
Oh, I love Vines.
I miss Vines. Sometimes I just quote Vines. I had a big conversation with my mom when I said, me and my girlfriend, we say so much stuff and you're not in on it. Because there's a whole generation just knows what I mean when I say free shabakadu. And
free shabakadu. Oh god.
I cannot buy a croissant without thinking,
Stop! You're gonna drop my croissant. Oh god, I love Vines so much.
And when people are like, no, actually, I don't feel that pretty. All I can hear is, why can't you just take the freaking compliment?
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Look at all those chickens.
Can I get a waffle? Can I please get a waffle? Miss Keisha? Miss Keisha? Miss Keisha! Nah, this bitch fucking dead.
He needs some milk.
That was legitness.
It's stuff that I think about every day.
And
every
they were
day.
roommates.
Yeah, exactly. I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
Every time I pass someone and I hear part of their conversation.
Like, oh my god, they were roommates. Yeah.
I just have stuff that live rent free in my brain. There's that one episode, actually it's the first episode of BBC Sherlock, where he deducts that John's phone was gotten from someone else because there's a bunch of scratches marked here. Because when the previous owner tried to put in the charger, they missed, and that's a sign of being an, what's it called? Alcohol addict.
An alcoholic?
That it was. And every time I try to plug in my charger and I miss a little bit, BBC Sherlock is in the back of my brain going, alcoholic. Every time. Every goddamn time.
Yeah.
Where were we?
We were talking about Vines.
How tall are you? I think it's 5'3".
And I'm 5'7".
And if we're talking about the metric system, which you should, fuck you, America, I am 161.
And I'm 170. The more you know.
Shabakadu.
Free Shabakadu!
I love free shabakadu.
Free Shabakadu is great.
It's my favorite fruit. Vegetable.
I was going to say, is that a vegetable?
Nut. I'm not quite sure. I mean, you'd call a plum or a peach, you'd call that a fruit, right?
Or avocados, vegetables?
I think it's a fruit.
Here's an answer from Healthline.
Yeah, I was right.
Avocado
I
is a
was
fruit.
right.
Ow.
Sorry, but I was right. It's a fruit.
Congratulations, you were right.
You have invented a new kind of
Stupid.
That's also one thing that just goes through my mind every day.
It's so sad to know that there are like people growing up today who don't know what Vine is.
I just the fact that there is a generation right now, currently alive among us, that is younger than Gen Z scares me.
Scary. What that's Generation Alpha, isn't
Yeah,
that what
that's
they're calling
Alpha.
it?
That's like my niece and my nephew. They're
I
Generation
want to be
Alpha.
fucking Alpha. What's
I kind of like being Gen Z. I think it's all right. We're doing all right.
I want to be Alpha. Alpha's cooler.
But think about it this way: they're iPad kids. At least we were out doing stuff.
I mean,
you're bored? That's your fucking problem. That's not my fucking problem.
I mean, we grew up with iPads as well, though.
I didn't. I got my first iPad when I was 18.
Okay, I grew up with an iPad.
I had a laptop and I had my PlayStation. Ooh, I did have a Nintendo DS. Oh, good old days
Those
playing
good old
Pokemon
days.
on that shit. Oh, Pokemon Ranger, where you had to do the little circles really fast. Pokemon XY, Pokemon Diamond. Oh, good times.
The Mario games were the shit, though.
I'm never letting go. I have a Switch I bought from a colleague. I'm never letting go of that because every time I've had something like a Game Boy or a Nintendo DS, whenever I stopped playing with it and I got older and I didn't have the time, I gave it to a kid who really wanted it. I'm never going to do that now because I regret it. I regret it and I want my Nintendo back.
I still have my Nintendos, and I regret nothing.
But do you ever play it?
Occasionally, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like my Switch. I'm never giving up.
When I'm like feeling nostalgic, I just like to sit down and just be like.
I'm still reading for full dive VR systems. That is what I want. And I swear, when we get the Oasis, I'm never leaving the Oasis. Bye world, I'm staying in the Oasis. I'm gonna be those one people who just dies there because I forget to eat.
Right.
Oh, right. You haven't Ready Player One?
Heard about it. Watched so much stuff about it. Haven't actually either read it or watched it.
That's what I mean. That's the Oasis. That's the gameplay. It's kind of like Sword Art Online, but
Right.
just way cooler.
Do you have a favorite Pokemon? Snorlax!
I love Snorlax.
He's nice.
He is very nice. A part of me, I have a love-hate relationship with Psyduck. Psyduck.
No, I hate Psyduck. I'm sorry.
I just love every Pokemon who would hit Braun and just like drag him off us. Just in general, just Indigo League. I am from the time where there was 150 Pokemon. So that was it. And the most powerful one, that was Mew and Mewtwo. Oh, that movie made me cry.
Mewtwo is still the most OP Pokemon.
Mewtwo, just the story. I remember that speech he has in the first movie was like, we aren't so different and we should learn to correlate, and maybe some people are bad, but not all people are bad, blah, blah, blah. People were going around saying, Obama didn't say this shit. Gandhi didn't say this shit. Mewtwo said this shit.
I'm just like, the fact that he can even fucking speak.
I love that movie so much. And when they fight and they play Brother, My Brother, it's like, oh, when Pikachu starts crying. God. Childhood.
Let's see here. Oh, that's a great question to actually jump from. Favorite movie growing up?
Do I have to pick one? You cannot ask me to pick one. Can I pick a bunch?
You can pick a bunch.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. Spirit Stallion, The Cimarron, Anastasia, Barbie movies, and I will say Barbie Swan Lake is my favorite. Yes, Princess and Pauper is good. It's not Swan Lake. I will not debate this. Prince of Egypt. That still slaps to this day. Oh my god, there's so many. What were your favorite movies? You must have watched some movie. There must have been something else besides YouTube and Tom and Jerry.
Well, when I was growing up, I didn't watch a lot of movies compared to how many cartoons I watched. Because I watched a shit ton of cartoons growing up. Like, Tom and Jerry was my absolute shit. It still is to this day. Lucky Luke, I watched the shit out of it.
I don't remember what it was called, but I still get little flashes of PTSD and trauma whenever I hear. I hated that show so much. I hated it. But I still watched it.
Augie and the Bugs,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I hated it, but I had the small cable TV package, so that was all there was.
Yeah.
It was that or nothing, and then I took it because I was a child.
Growing up, like my favorite channel on the TV was Boomerang because it showed all the old cartoons, and I was like,
Scooby-Doo as kids.
Scooby-Doo was my absolute shit.
That's a Scooby-Doo.
That's a show that's had so many spin-offs.
Yeah, I love that show.
Same.
Also,
Can we please
every
cosplay
Disney
from
movie.
Scooby-Doo?
Yeah,
I want to cosplay from Scooby-Doo.
I want to be Vilma.
Well, I'm kind of forced to be Susan then.
You don't have to. You could be any. We could also just be Scooby and Shaggy. I mean, it's Velma or Shaggy for me.
Sure.
Ultimate Shaggy. I love the Scooby-Doo movies.
It's the Scooby snack for
the
me.
live action movies they made.
Yeah,
So funny.
they were genius. Can we watch them again soon?
De er en svedklud!
I think we should watch them again soon.
I'd like to watch those movies. I mean, I watch them like once a year at least. I love those movies.
I haven't watched those movies in so long.
Also, back to favorite movies, Scooby-Doo, and also every Disney movie ever.
Yeah. Well, my current favorite movie is actually a movie that's been sitting with me for a long time. Back to the Future is one of my favorite movies.
I love that I showed you that, and you were a little skeptical, but you ended up loving it.
Yeah.
We watched the entire trilogy in one night because I showed them the first movie.
Yeah, I was like, I've always wanted to watch this, but I've never really taken the time to do it because I've been kind of like sus about the concept and stuff like that. But it's like,
It's gold.
it's an iconic movie, so I feel like I
pure
should
gold.
watch it. And then we watched them all one night because
Yeah, we want to cosplay Doug and Marty.
yeah,
That'd be so fun.
that would be.
I just want a reason.
20 gigawatts.
I just want a reason to buy his shoes.
Great God.
Yeah, this is heavy. It's nothing to do with weight.
Oh, God, I love
Roads. Where we going? We don't
Need
need
roads.
roads.
I had to do a monologue for class one day because I've been attending an acting school. If you didn't know, I picked one from Back to the Future.
I mean, Back to the Future are some of my favorite movies as well. I mean, they're just fucking brilliant.
Yeah, they are.
Earth Angel, Earth Angel. It's your cousin Warren. Listen to this. I love it.
That's a good shit.
That's very good shit. I have like a list of movies that I should have watched, but I haven't, and I'm so embarrassed.
I have like I have a watch book with like movies and series I need to watch.
I have never watched. I'm gonna expose myself here. I've never watched Sleepless in Seattle. I've never
haven't
watched
either.
When Harry Met Sally.
I haven't watched
I've
that
never
either.
watched This Is Bad. I've never watched Sophie's Choice.
I haven't watched that either.
But it's not. But the difference is that I've watched most old movies, and you haven't. So
I mean, up until a couple of months ago, I had never watched The Lion King.
there are movies that I'd like to show you, but also not show because some of the movies I really enjoy. Some of my comfort movies are the old Audrey Hepburn movies. And I'd like to show them to you, but I honestly think you'd just find them boring.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me because like my predominant favorite movies are Marvel movies, but you don't give two shits about superhero movies.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of superhero movies.
So interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to show you Funny Face, where Audrey Hepburn goes to Paris, or Sabrina. The only Audrey Hepburn movie I've ever watched that I didn't like, there was The Nun.
The Nun.
The Nun, where she's a nun and she wants to be a doctor, but she can't really because she's a woman, so she becomes a nun, and then she moves to South Africa and does nun work, and she keeps on, every time she's close to reaching a goal, it kind of just vanishes between her fingers. That's sad.
What is it all?
Have you watched Mamma Mia?
No.
Because I'd like to watch that with you.
I've watched the musical.
Well, that's great. I haven't. I wish I had. I love Mamma Mia.
It's a great musical.
How do you say each other's names? And if you have name, we have the same name.
Our name in Danish is Josefine.
So we are both Josefine.
Yeah. But our Danish nicknames for each other is Jose.
Yeah, because Jose is kind of that's the name. That's just your nickname. If you are named Josephine in Denmark, then your nickname is just Jose. That's what everyone calls you.
You call me Yashi occasionally.
Yeah, and it feels, I only do it when we're speaking in terms where I need it for people to understand that I'm referencing you, because it doesn't feel natural to call you Yoshi. I mean, I call you Jose because you don't really use Yoshi in a Danish content. And people don't call me Josie here. I just translated, because people can't say Jose in English. I translated that to Josie. But people around me don't call me Josie. They call me Jose. Yeah, that's difficult. But mostly when I'm talking to someone called Josephine is not me, so she kind of gets it.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Favorite character from Harry Potter?
Hermione.
Draco. Favorite song at the moment?
That is a bloody brilliant question. I'm currently revisiting Led Zeppelin, and I just love that when you listen to Led Zeppelin, they're little snippets of Lord of the Rings in most of their songs.
Nice.
Literally, there's a song where they sing, "The ring wraith rides in black, or in the darkest depths of Mordor, I met a lady so fair, but Gollum stole her away from me." They literally, it was so inspired by Lord of the Rings.
Nice.
So maybe currently Led Zeppelin songs.
Let's see, what's my favorite song at the moment?
But in the darkest depths of Mordor.
I think my current favorite song is the song "Uh-Oh" by Jeremy Shada. I listen to it way too much because it's good. Oops. And also to continue this question, what's our favorite band / singer?
I can't pick one. It feels weird. I really like. I have occasional favorite albums right now. The Dear Wormwood album from the Oh Hellos. I've listened to that quite a lot. But you can't ask me to pick a favorite band. No, I just listen to. My music taste is very diverse.
Yeah, very broad. My music taste is also very, very broad. But I do tend to favoritize like punk rock bands the most. Like May God Monday is my I'd probably say would be my favorite band.
I mean, I think some of the stuff I listen most to is lo-fi and classical because I listen to that when I read. So I know a lot of composers. I mean, I like Tchaikovsky, Shostakovich, Mozart, Bach, Chopin, Beethoven, John Powell, Hans Zimmer, Howard Shore, John Williams.
Old people with pianos.
Not entirely wrong. Not always the piano, but yeah, old white men.
Yeah.
John Powell isn't that old. How old is John Powell? He's not old.
He's not old, people. That's what she says.
I think so. How old is John Powell? John Powell is 57. That's not old.
Yeah. Let's see here. Are you gonna post the live after it ends? Yeah. That's also the thing that I really love about YouTube. Like, if you miss this live stream, you can just watch it later, which is really damn cool.
That's kind of nice.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I just love YouTube in so many ways. Even though they have, of course, become more restrictive over the years, in terms of like child safety, which I of course understand because
I think it's a little bit shit that, as far as I've understood it, you have to pick either people can comment and you are not allowed to have kids watch this, or you can have everybody watch it but they can't comment.
Yeah,
I think that's
you have to
that's kind of a bullshit choice.
Whenever YouTube actually like come up with like a new initiative for like opening up YouTube to kids.
Yeah.
In a more broader sense, but currently it is you have to, when you upload a video, or you could just like set your channel, you have to if it's suited for kids or if it's not suited for kids.
Have you Kids Bop?
Yeah.
Where they translate songs into "this is okay for my Christian kids to listen to."
Oh yeah.
Have you listened to Kids Bop's WAP?
Oh yes. Yes.
You cannot translate wet ass pussy into something kids appropriate. And what is in that song that is so bad for kids?
From the top, make it drop. That's a web. That's a web.
Yeah, but I mean, what is so harmful to learn that some people are born with a vagina and that vagina just happens to get wet once in a while?
You just think it's the entire way that it's portrayed.
I mean, I would say we live in a country where we live in a society. we live in a society.
I'm still so fucking disappointed that you're having cosplay Joker with that hair.
Yeah, I shouldn't I?
You need to go up and like get my red suit.
And I need to roll a blunt and just. I can use that right now.
Mm.
But we live in a
society
where Danes are quite free and liberal when compared to Americans. We currently, and it struck some conversation, but generally people love it. Currently have a kids show. We currently John Dillerman, and it literally means John
the dick man,
the penis man. It is a like dick and that's kind of a nickname for penis. We have Dillerman, which means penis man.
It's like
or dick man.
It's like
John Dick man.
It's a child-friendly way to say penis.
And it's a kids show. It's a show about a man who has the world's longest penis and he saves the world with his penis.
Yeah.
And it's like just a long sock. Welcome to Denmark. Nice to meet you.
We drink at 15 and
we do.
Yeah.
And you can buy alcohol at
people started
16.
drinking earlier though. People started drinking at like 13 here.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. I mean, I had my first drink with my family when I was 15. And that's very early according to. I mean, I should just now have had like a year to start drinking if I lived in America because that's 21. But I've been drinking, and I mean that in the sense of the word that is very safely drinking since, I mean, I had my first drink at 15, so since I was 15. I've never smoked a cigarette though. Yeah, I have it. I'm not ashamed.
Well, I've never.
You're very innocent.
I haven't really been drinking at all because I don't drink.
There was that one time when you graduated.
When I graduated, yeah,
you got wasted, but that's like kind of the point.
Yeah,
and that wasn't
pleasant.
Didn't you have a good time? I mean,
I had a great time, but that was not because of the alcohol.
Didn't that help have a good time? Alcohol helps me have a great time.
Yeah, but that's because you're just joking. Yeah. Well, it's actually Danish lore trivia here. When you turn 18, it is a tradition that you take 18 shots
and that's
of alcohol.
Stupid. That's stupid. I didn't do it. People who are saying don't do it. And everyone I know who's done it has ended up falling asleep under their own table and just missed the entire party and felt like shit. It's a stupid idea. I've tried to reinvent that idea by saying, here are 18 shots. Most of them are water, and then like 4 or 5 of them at max of pure vodka. So it tastes like shit. But then it's like, oh, that would be more fun. It would be more fun to watch. It would be more fun for everyone.
Well, when I turned 18, you were one of the people deciding what to like put in my
yeah, we did that. We did that for yours. So we got 18 shots of iced tea, and then like a few of them we added a little bit of, I think it was vodka.
Yeah, because I had like a phase of my life where I joked about vodka constantly. I've never had vodka, or I have.
And now you have had vodka.
I had at like that point as well, but I don't fucking drink vodka because I don't fucking drink.
It's also because vodka is shit. Vodka is, I mean, if you want a good drink, quality, you actually want it to taste nice, you don't drink vodka. If you're me and you're a classy person, you drink gin. Gin is my go-to drink. You can mix everything with gin.
I thought you were about to say wine.
No, that's not a cocktail drink. If we're talking drinks, then it's gin. Always. Gin is just, it never disappoints. You really have to buy some crap gin if it disappoints.
I mean, I have learned to drink more, and whenever I am forced to be in a situation where I have to drink something and I can't escape, my go-to drink is strawberry daiquiri.
It's also sad that we created a culture where, but that's just the way Danish culture is, that if you don't drink, you're an outsider.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're able to have just as good as party, that's great. I hate that the only way that I get that is I hate when people make a deal out of being a not drinker. Like, yeah, I don't drink. And they're like, they act as though they're better because they don't drink.
Yeah.
When people do that, I hate that. Funny thing is, also everyone I've met that been like that had ended up getting totally wasted. Veronica.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, because whenever you've witnessed this, whenever I'm like in like a group of people at a party or something, and people ask me, like, you want something? And I'm like, I'm slightly embarrassed because I say that I don't drink, in a sense.
Yeah, but you don't. Mostly because you don't drink, because you don't like it.
What I have like, well, it's a mixture of I don't like
The taste.
I don't like the taste, but I also don't like losing control.
You don't like the buzz feeling.
No, not really.
Yeah, because
I mean, I like to have a great time. That's not it. But I don't want to get to a point where I'm gonna wake up the next day and don't know what the fuck happened the night before.
But also, I will say it takes a lot, because I've been drunk. You've witnessed me
Oh,
been
yeah.
drunk. I have never forgotten a thing. Have I been vague about stuff? Yes. Have I feel like time has gone by way faster than it actually did? Also, yes. But I have never had a blackout, and I've never been in a situation where I didn't know where I was, who I was, and how to get home safely. You really have to go nuts.
But see, like, that's the thing, because the times that I have been drinking,
Lykke, er det dig? For der er en her, der hedder Martin Lykke, han siger, vi skal godt.
Hi, Luke. Well, back to what I was about to say before my girlfriend so brutally interrupted me. Whenever I have been in a situation where I have been drinking, I've gotten like an instant headache. Like, I don't get the buzz of being drunk. I just skip directly to the hangover part, and I'm just like, no.
Have you ever had hangover?
That's what I'm saying, because like whenever I've been drinking,
Yeah.
I have never had the buzz of it. I've just instantly gotten a headache.
Yeah.
If I don't remember if I told you, well, I told you this because you were there. Like when I turned 18, and then after I've taken my shots,
Yeah.
I had to like go lie down outside because I just got like the biggest instant painful headache.
I will also say that if you are in a situation like that, loud music, lots of people, very, very hot, then maybe start drinking there is not the best thing.
No, I'm just saying that like it's a thing that I have happened.
Yeah,
that happened
because
to me before.
I'm not ashamed to say I love the buzz feeling. I hate getting drunk. Nobody likes getting drunk because being drunk is uncomfortable.
Yeah,
But
like the tipsy part.
the buzz, just like you feel so much at ease, and you feel like you can dance and sing and just have a really good time. I love the buzz feeling. So yeah, I like to go drinking with my friends. It's nice. But I'm also always one of the first one to call it out, because I have a tendency to get hangovers easily, but also I am much more tiny and much more lighter than basically all my friends. So it takes way less alcohol for me to feel tipsy than anyone else around me. Lykke siger, vi skal ud og drikke. Vi skal ud og drikke. Vi skal fucking ud og drikke.
I'm dating an alcoholic, you guys. Is it him?
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm gonna go drink with my buddy now.
Oh no.
When you come back to Odense, the fuck you doing in Vejle, man?
English. Oh, we got the perfect question. Favorite books.
Hey. Again, you can't ask me to choose favorite. Pick a genre, and I might be able to. Okay, fantasy. If we're talking high fantasy, that has to be Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. If we're talking middle grade, we're talking Harry Potter. Okay, also Lord of the Rings. You can't ask me to pick. And classic, The Catcher in the Rye, no doubt. Also Jane Austen. Also There's just too many good books.
Good on you, though.
Do you have a favorite book? Oh, Neil Gaiman. Everything Neil Gaiman's written.
I will say that, as I mentioned previously, I'm not the biggest reader. But one series that I have loved is The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I know that this is like a middle grade book, but you
No,
know,
my favorite genre is middle grade. I love middle grade.
well, I'm just like, it makes me go haha, so I like it. Yes, I like books that aren't serious or take themselves too serious.
I love that as well, and I mean, I love graphic novels. So.
Yeah, I think graphic novels and comics are like my favorite genre to read in manga. Even though I don't do it too often, but then again, I never read in general. So
I actually have a tough time starting graphic novels just because I feel like I'm reading this right now, but I could be reading a book.
a book.
I should be reading a book. I mean, the last book I started, that's Barack Obama's 2-part autobiography called A Promised Land, and that's like a 700-page book, and that's book 1 out of a duology.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but he was an interesting man.
He is. He still is.
Yeah, I like a lot of stuff he does. There's also a lot of stuff that I don't like, but most of it I liked. And according to American standards, he's great.
He's great. Or one half of the population. Let's see. Are we gonna say scoot at some point?
We should say scoot at some point.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry. I could snack on something.
I could really use some grapes right now.
I could really use a Coke and chocolate.
We have both those things.
You do?
Yeah. You can have Coke and chocolate.
I can't. I look like this. I act like this.
Yeah.
Those don't mix.
You're like the biggest. Ooh,
I'm not that big of it. Am I?
you kind of are.
You are very much like that. You're very cute.
That's.
I said very aggressively.
You're very cute.
You're cute.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I appreciate being cute.
You don't understand? I'm not like other girls. I am quirky.
But see, that's the thing. My personality is an ever-changing mess. Because it really depends on who I'm with and what the circumstances are.
Well, we feed off other people's personality. Do you also do that thing where you text the way other people text?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Normally, I would never, ever text with emojis. And if I do text with emojis, it's the old-fashioned colon and a semi, like, because I just don't use that much emojis. But then when I'm in a group chat where people use a lot of emojis,
you feel pressure to do it as well?
yeah, because I'm afraid that my message will be interpreted as I'm being mad.
Oh yeah.
But also, I have my group chat when I study groups. Is like the emojis we use are like the conga emoji and the fried shrimp emoji.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't read Sarah J. Maas, but my friends just got the new Court of Thorns and Roses books, and I really want to read it at some point. I
don't really know who it is, so there's that. I'm sorry.
That's fair. I don't know who YouTubers are, so.
Yeah, you don't know me. It was so interesting having to like fill her in on the entire James Charles, Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, Tati Westbrook drama.
I was like, it's like when I watch football with my dad, I say, "Oh man, what color are we rooting for?" When you give me this, I was like, "Who do we like?
Yeah.
And whose product are we smashing right now?"
Yeah. It's like, okay, so we like this guy, but we don't like this guy because he did this to this guy.
I keep
but this guy was
up
also
James Charles and Jeffree Stars.
Yeah, that's a
Like
big,
if you showed me a
that's bad.
picture of the two of them, I wouldn't be able to tell you who.
Oh, trust me, you would.
They're both very feminine guys who wear makeup. Wait, one of them looks like a plastic doll, and that's the one we don't like. And the other one looked like he's still somewhat natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy we do like.
Yeah.
And that is Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good girl.
And the person who was a bitch, was that Trisha.
No.
No, but she was the one who said dumb stuff about transgender people.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Who was it that we didn't like? The girl?
Tati Westbrook.
Tati
Tati Westbrook.
Whisper.
Let's see. This is James Charles.
A man with makeup.
Yes.
Yes, that was what I was expecting. He's very pretty.
We do support men wearing makeup, by the way.
I think I think all guys could benefit from makeup.
And this is
Jeff Goldblum. No, that's not the guy.
hello. How do I spell his name?
Jeffrey.
I just think I misspelled his name.
Well, isn't that him?
That is him. That guy. That's Jeffree Star.
Yeah, he looks a little bit more plasticky,
Yeah.
but very good at makeup. I think so.
Yeah, that's Jeffree Star. We don't like him.
We don't like him.
No. Because he's a manipulative little bitch.
Be careful what you say. At some point, someone is going to say something different, and then we're rooting for the other color.
I've always been on James Charles' side, even when all the receipts didn't come out. I just want to say that.
It wasn't until I read your bachelor that I realized what receipts are. So
the more you know. I wrote my final paper on that drama. That was interesting. Did it give me good grades? No. But was it interesting to write about? Yes. I should really spend my time more wisely. Oops. But yeah. No one likes Jeffrey. We love Charles. Yes.
I'm good at books and authors. Also decent in composers. I'm not really.
You fill me in on the intellectual stuff, and then I give you the internet tea.
Okay, yeah. But the difference is that I think that the internet tea can be quite entertaining sometimes. Do you really find my intellectual ramblings entertaining at all?
Sometimes. But that's mostly because most of the stuff that you discuss during your lectures is something that I can't relate to. With existentialism and stuff.
Existentialism everyone can relate to.
No, but on that higher plane, in a sense. Philosophy I can discuss with you.
Well, most of it is just existentialism versus essentialism. And we are existentialists in this house. And I will hear nothing from none of you essentialist bitches. Jean-Paul Sartre.
See, now you're being racist towards the essentialists.
That's a philosophy, and essentialism is just wrong. It's just wrong. I am an existentialist atheist till the day I die. It's just my standpoint in the world.
I like astrology and rainbows.
That is also a-okay.
Yay. I believe in rocks and stars.
I find rocks very
and
pretty.
Cards.
Well, so sort of do I. I believe in your intuition in it. There once was a practicing witch on TikTok who says that it's not that she believes in magic because magic isn't real, was what she said, but that it's a psychedelic drama that she puts on for herself for the sake of mental health and well-being.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I believe astrology and witchcraft and all the other things to be. If it makes you feel better, then it is true.
Well, that's the same. Time to get somewhat controversial, but that's also why Christianity, for example, is such a huge thing in America, because the deprivation that some people go through, they seek Christ in the sense that they see him and the faith as a savior.
Yeah, and I think that's okay. I think we're bullying Christians a lot these days, which they can take it because 2/3 of the world population is Christian. But it's also, I just want people to know that it is okay. My mom's a Christian, and while I don't believe in it and I have a difficult time understanding why you do, then I think it's okay, and I would never try to convince her otherwise, because it gives her a sense of comfort, and it gives her Like, she enjoys the thought that when she is gone, she will meet family she's lost.
Yeah.
Why try to take that from her? I wish I believed in that. That sounds bloody nice.
It were too reasonable. Oops. But see, that's the thing. Like, you can be religious all you want. I mean, you do you, boo. I'm fine with that. But it's just when you start to act in a, let's say, rather negative way and start to blame it on your religion. That's where I'm starting to have like issues. It's also like, I don't like when people act a certain way and blame it on something. Like, well, I've talked about this before, but like, for instance, like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm like this, I'm a Cancer, or I'm sorry, I'm like this, I have borderline disorder, I'm sorry, I am like this, I'm Christian. Like, I don't like that it excuses bad behavior, if it makes sense. Like, sure, it gives an explanation, but not an excuse.
Just in general, just don't be a bitch.
Yeah.
It's much easier
Yeah.
for all of us.
So yeah, if there are any Christian people watching, we don't hate you.
We like you.
We like you.
You're
a
very
lot.
nice. And
Yes.
actually, I feel this is weird, but I've met a lot of Christian people. I dated a guy who wanted to be a priest, a cleric, and that was also a-okay. I've actually read the Bible. Like, I know so few people who actually done that. I've read the Bible. I mean, it's a classic. I sort of have to. Everything in Western culture relates in most ways, in some way, to the Bible.
Yeah.
It's kind of important to have read that book. I've met very few Christians who actually read the Bible.
Yeah.
One of the funny trivias I like to throw at people is, in Islam, women cover lots of women cover their hair. It doesn't say in the Quran that you should, but in the one of the texts next to it, the Prophet Muhammad meets a lot of women who cover their head, and thus people interpret it as, maybe I should cover my head to honor the God. It's like, that's super duper. In the Bible, it literally says women who pray without having covered their head or shaven their head are like disgracing God. It says so in the Bible. Mostly the Bible is just Jesus came and he said a lot of really amazing stuff. And then Paul came. Testament. Yeah, and then Paul came after Jesus and he just wrecked it all. He just wrecked it all.
But see, that's the thing, because the Christians that I have encountered that haven't been too nice were people only believing in like the Old Testament. The people being like, gay people should be stoned and all that kind of thing because gay is bad, and yeah, that kind of stuff. And I'm like, of course there are different ways to be religious. I'm not shaming anyone, so please don't interpret it that way if you're religious or anything. I'm just like, if you're religious, I mean, personally for me, it would make sense to not go in and like cherry pick, but believe in everything about a religion. But nowadays, that's not the case for most people. They go in and like pick what they actually want to believe in from that specific religion, because that's what like is confident, or what makes them feel good and makes them feel confident in a sense.
I mean, I think as long as you recognize that this is a book written by guys 2,000 years ago. I mean, for that time, the ideas were probably, it's like, maybe we should be nice to each other. That was like huge. It's like, oh my God, should I treat my neighbors nicely? Should I not have slaves? What? But we kind of moved past that.
Oh, that's actually an interesting comment. Do you know the vegan teacher?
Yes. Oh no, got that bitch.
She got banned from TikTok recently.
She did.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, amazing. Horses are not. He would never run in a straight line. Horses never.
But see, like, it's people like her who are literally so negatively outspoken about things. Like,
she's the reason people hate vegans.
Yeah. Like, you can be Christian, you could be Muslim, you could be a vegan, you could be literally anything. As long as you're a good fucking person, then there is no reason for people to dislike you.
I've even always said, and this is kind of a controversial, but I've always said that you are even allowed to be sort of homophobic in the sense that if you respect me, if you give me all my rights, if you treat me no different than everyone else, then I can't go up and say to you that it's wrong that you think that kissing a woman is disgusting. The same way that I can't force you to change your favorite color. As long as you treat me with respect, I can force you to change your beliefs. That's the same way about everything. And as long as you respect me, you're allowed to believe anything you want, and I will even fight for your right to say it. And I try to think that way when I fight with conservatives, even though I'm a communist fucking bitch. And I sit there patiently and I think they're not bad people.
Good on you. I just saw one comment just saying Yoshi's looking like real life Katra, and I'm like, thank you. Floofy hair for the win.
I want you to keep your floofy hair forever. I hate when you straighten it.
I like my hair straightening.
It looks like you're forcing your nature. I love this. I would never change this.
Oh.
You look like Merida. Merida.
Merda. People think we're cute.
I think we're pretty cute.
I think we're pretty cute too.
Du synes vi skal starte drikke på livestream.
Nej. We have kids watching. But then again, it isn't TikTok, so we're not gonna get banned. I hope at least. Should we say that we end this live stream at 6? That's like another.
That's in 9 minutes. I can deal with that. And then we've also been live streaming for 2 hours.
Yeah,
That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
it's kind of nice. Kind of like
I
it.
will say that I prefer this kind of live stream to cosplay live stream, just in the sense that this is more chill.
Yeah, also because whenever we cosplay, like, oh, hello, spooky. This one that goes more light.
Yeah, that's very comfortable, staring right into the sun of death.
Okay, then I'm moving it over here. Better.
Slightly.
Well, like that's one thing, because whenever we used to like live stream on TikTok, people would only ask us like the same questions over and over and over and over again. Whereas now that we're out of cosplay, we have so many more opportunities to like start conversations about like deeper matters. For instance, like we've just had a full-blown
Philosophy.
yeah, we've been talking about Christianity, sexuality kind of stuff, existential stuff.
I mean, I love it because I study this. I'm a humanities study.
Yeah.
And I never get the chance to talk about this kind of stuff. And I just spent the last 2.5 years of my life dedicated to this because literature talks about this.
Yeah.
It's like, let me come with all my random knowledge and just
And it's just, yeah. Which is actually interesting because we create more cosplay content on here than we do on TikTok. There we also do comedy stuff.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing a more live streams of crafting.
On TikTok?
No, not TikTok. I think we've live streamed for the last time on TikTok.
Yeah, same.
But just, you know, also getting to the matter of cosplay that I enjoy, which is the making and the breaking.
Yeah.
And I'd like to be more about that. And I won't even like to grow my Instagram because I don't really care about growth, but I'd like to post up more about that, and I'm working on that.
A post that you made recently that really like hit something with me, like you wanted to post more in the sense that you wanted to show not only the progress but like also the ups and downs and everything centered around like the progress at its whole. And I really, really like that because social media nowadays is just like, here we show this finished, totally polished, totally not Photoshop project and product. And I
have a ton of people like Tinyashi we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
One of the best Danish cosplayers out there. Like this guy's won.
He's a
World
fucking
Cosplay Summit.
saint. Yeah.
Brilliant cosplayer. I don't follow him for his photo stuff, and he does amazing stuff, but I live for when he posts a story. Like, he is currently making a Link cosplay Breath of the Wild, and he is embroidering everything. Every pattern that is on Link's, he's embroidering in hand. That's to me, that's way more interesting than a camera.
I just wish that I had the mindset that you have revolving this, because I'm gonna be the first one to admit I am obsessed with and completely controlled and driven by numbers.
I was just about to say numbers.
For me, when my TikTok started to crumble, basically, because TikTok hate cosplayers, it really took a huge toll on me. Like, cause I just started to like doubt everything I posted. Like, is this good enough? Am I even funny? Because like, one thing that I've always said about myself, one positive thing, I'm funny. That's like my one good feature that I have not been trying to like hide or just not like. I've always stood by that. And with TikTok like slightly taking this away from me, I've just it's just really taken a huge toll on me, and I'm starting to get to the point where I'm just like, yeah, sure, I have the humblest brag possible, over 100,000 followers on the app, and I could not give two shits anymore, because when I post something, it gets 500 views within 24 hours, and it gets 200 likes, and I'm just like, how does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I'm just not getting the boost and like the confidence from it that I did months ago, years ago. Like, I remember when I was like around 50K, people were, well, not only did I get, of course, way more views and stuff like that, which I didn't complain about, but also the fact that like people saw my stuff, people interacted, people wrote comments. Like, whenever I get a comment saying like, this saved my day, or you inspired me I said this previously.
Yeah, inspire me, that's the best comment to
It
get.
really, like, this is why I'm doing this. Once again, I'm an entertainer. I live and thrive to make people happy and make people feel stuff, which is why I really want to be something creative. Like, I want to be an actress because I want to make people feel something. I want to be a writer because I want to make people feel something. And now that TikTok has developed into something that is basically garbage, I just don't want to like throw more energy into it. But because I am the way I am and the way that I've been brought up, I've always had this like urge to satisfy people and always do stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it properly, but it's like a pleasure or like a pressure to satisfy people. And now that I can see that that is declining, not because of my changing content, but because of the app changing and the policies on the app changing, it still has like a negative impact on me, and I just don't know how much longer I can keep it up. Which is why I love YouTube so much, because
I am motivated by the followers I have, and I like my small following. I feel it's like a little family. And I like to post stories, which I do quite often actually, and I like to post something about the progress that I make. It keeps me motivated to do stuff. I work better when there's a deadline. I simply do. But it doesn't make or break my day, because at the end of the day, cosplay is something I do for me, and it's something I do because I like being creative, and I like doing stuff with my hands because I have to use my head all the time. So it doesn't make or break my day. But if you told me, hey, we're going to give you 1,000 followers on a day, would I say no to that? No, I wouldn't, because it's nice, and it's nice when you post something to feel like, oh, someone actually enjoyed this. But yeah, mostly making it for me. And I feel that's dangerous to say these days, This that some people translate it to you're selfish or you're not grateful, and I am. Fact of the matter is that at the end of the day, it's my life, and I live as though I am the main character of my life because I am.
Yeah, but I think that this is where we're different, because I want to be a person that puts everything and anyone before myself, because I am a natural people pleaser, and not only do I enjoy doing it, but I also think that it is the right thing to do.
I think so too, but I think the difference is that you want to make a career out of it, and for me, cosplay is my hobby. It's my safe space. I don't want to turn it into something that's just another stress factor because I'm doing it because it's de-stressing. That's also why my favorite part of cosplay is those long nights with Monster Energy drink and Critical Role and just sewing. Because, or like when I sew at night, it's mostly like Motorhead, dun, 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 dun. And I love that. It gives me such an energy boost. That is my main joy of cosplay. That's those hours at the sewing machine.
Yeah.
God, I love it. Do you want to start sewing something? Let's go sewing something.
Sure thing, honey. Sure thing. Well, guys, we've hit the 2-hour mark. Want to say thank you so much to everyone who joined the stream, whether you've been here the whole time or just chimed in a couple of minutes ago, whatever.
You can see it all when it's done, right?
Yes,
That's how this works.
Yeah, should go up afterwards. Yes. We love every single one of you, and I may only be talking on my own behalf here, but live streaming for you guys on here is
that's fun.
It is so much fun.
I like it.
And if you're up for it, I would love to do this more in the future.
Yeah, I am.
Because like interacting with people like this is so much more different than like on any other social platform.
I mean, here I feel like I'm actually interacting with people.
Yeah, really. And it's just nice to see that people are actually here and they're actually listening to us and they're talking to us like through the comments and stuff like that. And they encourage us, and I appreciate that. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I gave you a compliment. That's so yeah, I'm so sorry.
We love each other, I swear. Well, once again, thank you guys so much for chiming in. We really appreciate it. And there will be a new video coming up next week.
Oh, yeah, there will.
So stay tuned for that. And yeah, can't wait to live stream for you guys in the future. It's going to be so much fun. And yeah,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.